Welcome. Please subscribe, thumb up the video, share it to your social media. This is a fan theory for the show called From. It is on MGM Plus. It is a fan theory that contains spoilers. Viewer discretion is advised.
So how is this supposed to help?
When we were in the forest, you said a little boy in white told you to get into the tree. It's the same tree that put me in the goddamn chamber where all this started.
So...
Well, it turns out Elgin had a dream about a little boy in white. Told him part of her nursery rhyme. The same one Paula kept repeating before she died. They touch, they break, they steal. No one here is free. Here they come for three unless you stop the melody. Any sense to you?
No.
Anything else you can tell me about little boy?
He was trying to help us.
Okay, so this random little kid running around magical forest doing good, popping up in people's dreams.
I don't think he really was a little boy.
Come on. Hey, Sarah, listen up. Hey, this is it right now. When I told you there was a chance that you could still do some good, that you could help the people here. It's right now. Understand?
Now, the question is, how many dimensions are there? Bosonic string theorists believe there are 26 dimensions, but superstring theorists say there's only 10.
And is that what this place is? Another dimension?
Oh, no. This is a pocket universe.
Hello, welcome back for another theory video for the show From. This is the poster for the series From on Epix before it moved to MGM Plus. And on the poster, it has a picture of Boyd in the front. What I want you to pay attention to is the shot of the Matthews as they look beyond the tree and they can see the town and the colony house. So as it appears in this poster, beyond the tree is the town. As in, if you go over the tree or go around the tree, you're going to end up in town. Whether you turn around and go backwards or you go into the town, you're going to be going into the town no matter what. So once you see the tree, you're already in this pocket universe. I think he was right that it is a pocket universe. And I think that Ellis telling him it's not a pocket universe is the writer's way of throwing us off that it's not a pocket universe where, based off this poster, it clearly looks like a pocket surrounded by trees or surrounded by forest. So I believe the pocket universe was created by whoever or whatever. Maybe it's the big red image that we saw on the cave paintings in the cave. Maybe the pocket universe was created to experiment on people, and the creatures or monsters in the forest are designed to go into town and hunt for food, so that the experiment is not really about the people, but the people are going into the trap and their food and their playthings and prey for the creatures and the monsters in the forest. So if the experiment is not about the humans and it's not about Colony House or the town, then what could the experiment be about? And I think it's that entities or maybe even an organization or people, they're creating these creatures and these monsters for a purpose, and they're having them go into town or telling them to go into town or leading them into town in order to see how they fare up against people, because the ultimate goal is to create a super being or a creature or maybe even a monster that can effectively and decisively eliminate humans and perhaps take over the world. I know it sounds crazy, but based off this poster and everything that we've seen in the series, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Before we get season 3, why do the creatures hunt and take out the humans? It could be instinctively, it could be that they hate the humans, it could be whatever, but we've seen that not everything that's in the forest is evil. And specifically the dogs that are with the boy in white. Now, even though he's called the boy in white, based off what Sarah has said, and I believe that Sarah does have insight because of the voices that she's hearing and that she's connected to the place through her mind. Sarah, Ethan, and Elgin, they all either hear entities or they see entities through a vision, through seizures, letting us know that their prophetic either visions or communication with these, we'll just say, entities that I believe are the crows when you first go to the tree, the crows in the air. I believe those are the voices. Not everything in From or Fromville is necessarily evil. I believe the boy in white has the ability to leave the pocket universe and go into the pocket universe at will. The actual exit to Fromville is through the bottle trees, which is the reason why out of all the faraway trees, somebody took time out to put bottles on that tree. Because the force moves, Victor found that out. And with the force moving, the only way that you know which faraway tree is the exit, the only way that you can find the exit, because the force moves and shifts, is with the clinging of the bottles on the exit faraway tree. Because someone actually took time out to mark the faraway tree with bottles so you can hear the bottles and know where the exit tree is as far as the faraway trees, that means someone had to have left the pocket universe multiple times. And whoever left Fromville and came back, they probably put the tree down there to mark the path, that the road that they found was the entrance into the pocket universe, and put the bottles on the exit faraway tree to mark the entrance and exit. Someone physically coming into Fromville, maybe even creating it and marking the entrance and marking the exit for themselves so they can go to Fromville anytime and exit anytime. And they probably are doing this to bring people in for the creatures to do things with and do things to. Let's just assume that someone had magic powers and created a pocket universe in this town and created Fromville. What that means is the person who has power to create the pocket universe, they don't have the ability to come and go using magic. They have to physically go there by finding the tree, and they have to physically leave with the exit faraway tree with the bottles. So the boy in white, who's not a boy, according to Sarah, he has the ability, in my opinion, to go into the pocket universe and exit the pocket universe at will. Something stunted his growth. He's really an old man, but he's stuck in a boy's body. And perhaps the boy in white, when he originally was a boy, his mom, maybe dad, maybe both parents, they're the ones who possibly created Fromville, and something happened to them, and now he goes there to play around like he used to do. And the same way the pocket universe doesn't age, neither does the boy in white.
Did your mother say anything else about the children? How was she going to save them?
I don't know. All she said was that they needed her. It should be right here. No. These trees weren't.
Hey, it was a long time ago, Victor. Maybe we took the wrong turn.
Over here.
Who put the bottles there?
I don't know. This is where I found her.
Victor says he doesn't know who put the bottles up, but he found his mother at the bottle tree. Either his mother or himself has gone through the exit faraway tree to know that it leads to the lighthouse every single time you use this particular faraway tree. All throughout the series, between Tabitha and Victor saying that the children need to be saved, neither one of them, or really any other character in the show, even looking at the cave drawings, no one has ever said they need to save the boy in white. Meaning the children are trapped there just like everybody else, but the boy in white, we've seen him teleport, we've seen him have knowledge of faraway trees, we've even seen his clothes be completely white and not dirty or anything. So I believe that he has the ability to teleport and come and go as he pleases. According to physicsworld.com, quantum teleportation opens a wormhole in space-time. You've heard of different situations in, let's say, movies and really maybe real life where scientists are trying to experiment on things and then they lose funding or they get shut down by some type of external force. Imagine that you're a scientist. You want to experiment, but you can't really find anywhere in the world to be able to do the type of experiments you want to do because almost every continent is occupied by some type of government that either wants to control the experiment, take it over, shut it down, or you may even have different groups who don't like what you're doing. The best way to be able to, as a scientist, conduct experiments without hindrance from any external forces would be to create Fromville, creating a pocket dimension where you can experiment there, and anyone who goes in might not have the information such as how to enter into the pocket dimension and how to exit using the faraway trees with the bottles to tell the outside world what's going on. In experimenting, you can release the creatures and different things from the forest onto the inhabitants of the town or colony house that you've created. You can eliminate people, experiment with people, and create anything to your heart's desire. I believe that the boy in white has the ability to open up wormholes in space-time and can go to Fromville and back at will, but he doesn't know how to help others escape because simply touching them and trying to teleport more than likely have not worked, which is the reason why he told Boyd and Sarah to go into the faraway tree to escape, and the reason why he pushed Tabitha out of the lighthouse.
Your mom?
Yeah, after everyone died, I came looking for her. Her body was... She didn't make it into the tree.
What do you mean into the tree?
Oh, come. It's a faraway tree.
The night the monsters got into Colony House, Julie said you both escaped by climbing into the tree.
They always take you different places and you never know where you'll end up. But my mother said this one was special, that it would take her to the tower, to the children.
And then what?
That's all I remember. Oh, yeah. Put some snacks inside for you.
Thank you, Victor.
Yeah.
Does it hurt to go through?
No, it's just like walking through a door.
Okay, thank you. Now go back to town.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Victor's mom must have went through the bottled faraway tree multiple times to know that it leads to the lighthouse, and maybe Victor's mom could also speak to the voices just like Sarah to know that she had to go to the lighthouse in order to save the children. Everyone in town was unalived except for Victor, and we don't know what happened to Victor's sister. But what we do know is that Victor's mother did not make it, and he found her in front of the exit to Fromville. Someone or something had to have stopped her from getting into the exit because they didn't want her to exit. However, Victor and Tabitha were allowed to mosey up to the bottled faraway tree unaffected, and for Tabitha to be able to go through the tree unaffected, and Victor safely went back to town, which means that Victor's mother knew something and someone stopped her from leaving. And I believe what stopped Victor's mother from leaving could have been the big red cave drawing that we saw in the caves, because it couldn't have been the boy in white. Because if it was the boy in white, Victor's mother's body would not have been found. And I believe that Tabitha physically is in the real world. So whatever stopped Victor's mother from leaving allowed this to happen. Tabitha leaving is a part of a bigger plan. Once Tabitha got into the lighthouse and she's ascending up the stairs, the first thing that we see, toy trucks and cards. The boy in white was coming here alone, playing games, and then leaving. There was a bunch of Ankuis that sounded like the children that Tabitha interacted with at the entrance of the cave. That last Ankui sounded like the boy in white. In the distance, you can see kind of like these white images scattered around. And I believe that those white images are portals where you can leave Fromville. So the only way for you to actually exit is for you to go from a high point and fall into a portal to leave the pocket dimension. That's the reason why the radio was able to work at the top of Colony House, And that's the reason why, more than likely in season 3, Jim and Randall are going to be able to use Randall's drone to go high enough to see the entire forest and see the portals. And the only way to exit Fromville is to go from a high point and go into one of the portals in order to exit.
I'm sorry. I really am. This is the only way.
When Abby lost her life in Fromville, including Father Katri and the bartender, all 3 of them manifested in Fromville, and Abby was somewhat attached to the music box. So if you losing your life in Fromville kind of wakes you up and you leave, then why would those 3 still be in Fromville interacting with people, especially with the bartender being able to interact with the drink it, and tell that Jade had changed the formula of the alcohol and change it. So Tabitha had to have exited Fromville due to the fact that the other ones who passed away stayed and she left. In addition to her leaving, she was found on a trail by hikers.
Oh, just a moment.
Hospital. I'm Dr. Brody. 3 days ago, a pair of hikers found you in the woods. You were lying unconscious on the side of a trail. Do you remember what you were doing out there? No.
And a stunned Tabitha realizes she has escaped to the outside world. To the left are some leaked photos for season 3. That's the actor playing the boy in white laying in a hospital bed. It's the same bed in the same type of room that Tabitha is in at St. Anthony's Hospital. So I believe that these leaks are valid. And here you have him in his wardrobe and doing his normal boy in white blank stare stance. What I notice is that he doesn't have any tubes in him like Tabitha does. So I believe that the boy in white is going to visit Tabitha in the hospital and explain his origin, explain why he pushed her out of the lighthouse. I believe that originally the boy in white was playing in the lighthouse and then he got pushed out and he left Fromville, and he may have even ended up in this same hospital. And that's how he knows that pushing someone out is the only way to leave. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share your social media, subscribe, click the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Go forth, do great things, and I'm out. Peace.
The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera.